There's something I've learned after years of counseling couples. Most marriages don't fall apart all at once. They drift. And usually the drift is so subtle that couples don't even recognize it while it's happening. You can still love each other, still live in the same house, still raise kids together, still function as a team, and yet emotionally feel miles apart. And one of the most dangerous things about marriage drift is this: what starts unhealthy slowly starts to feel normal. The lack of communication, the emotional distance, the avoidance, the disconnection. Eventually couples stop expecting closeness and start surviving. And honestly, that's one of the reasons my wife Stephanie and I felt so strongly about writing the Intentional Marriage book. Not because we have it all figured out, not at all. Not because we communicate perfectly, we don't. Not because we've never struggled ourselves. We're all on this journey together and we're included in that. We've had to learn how to communicate better, how to slow down, how to reconnect, how to work through frustration and misunderstanding just like every other couple. This book was not written from a place of perfection, not at all. It was written from years of counseling, years of ministry, years of marriage, and a deep belief that healthy marriages are built intentionally. One of the biggest mistakes couples make is believing their problems are only about the other person. But marriage has a way of exposing what's already happening inside of us. Our fears, our insecurities, our wounds, our expectations, our triggers. And what often happens is couples get trapped in cycles. One person reacts, the other person shuts down. One pursues, the other withdraws. And after enough repetition, the pattern starts feeling permanent. But unhealthy cycles are not permanent. They can be understood, they can be interrupted, and they can be rebuilt differently. That's where intentionality begins. One of the biggest lies couples believe is, if we were just healthier, we wouldn't struggle. Healthy marriages are not marriages without problems. Healthy marriages are made up of two imperfect people who are willing to grow. Two people willing to communicate honestly, take responsibility, extend grace, heal, forgive, and keep showing up with each other intentionally. Marriage is not about pretending everything is perfect. It's about learning how to grow through what gets revealed. And honestly, sometimes the struggle itself becomes the invitation to deeper connection. The strongest marriages I've ever seen are not usually the couples who had the easiest story. They're couples who decided, we are not going to drift. They learned to prioritize connection with each other, to communicate intentionally, to address problems early, to stay emotionally engaged, to pursue one another. Because connection doesn't sustain itself automatically. You don't drift into emotional intimacy, you build it. One conversation at a time, one intentional moment at a time, one healthy decision at a time. That's really the heart behind the Intentional Marriage. This book isn't about perfection. It's about helping couples become more intentional emotionally, spiritually, relationally, and practically. Whether your marriage feels like a strong place right now or whether you feel like you've slowly drifted apart, there is hope. Healthy marriages can be rebuilt. Connection can grow again. And just remember, better doesn't happen by accident. If this message resonates with you, I'd love for you to check out The Intentional Marriage, a guide to building love that lasts. And remember, a healthy marriage isn't found, it's built intentionally.